We here at Late Night, we have a lot of expenses to cover the cost of the show. You know this.
It's so expensive.
It's so expensive. And so we took on some pretty terrible sponsors to pay for those costs. Sponsors we aren't proud of, sponsors that I'm ashamed we took money from. But because we did, we now have to mention them on the air. So I'd like to apologize in advance for some of our terrible sponsors. And thank you so much for staying out for this.
Oh, I mean, I just want to help you get through this.
Thank you. Late Night is brought to you by Bug Beds. Beds for your bed bugs. If you give them their own bed, they won't need yours. Bug Beds. Don't let your bed bugs bug up your bed. Get those buggers Bug Beds. Beds for bugs from the makers of moth sweaters.
Oh, you're really good at talking.
Next up, Kegnog. Finally, eggnog in the size you've always wanted, a keg. And you better finish it fast, because it's alcohol mixed with dairy, so it will turn. Kegnog, because nothing says happy holidays like a grandma doing a keg stand. Do you want to do this next one?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. We're also sponsored by Poops. I did it again. The only laxative personally endorsed by Britney Spears. The new and improved laxative from the makers of Me Baby One More Time.
And don't forget about Cabbage Patch Adults. Remember the Cabbage Patch Kids? Well, they're all grown up and they need a place to live. It's Cabbage Patch Adults. They're 6 feet tall, out of a job, and ugly as a foot.
Oh, no. That's my boyfriend.
Oh, no. Up next, you've heard of cage-free chickens. Well, now there's free cage chickens. Chickens in a cage for free. Come pick them up on the corner of 36th and 10th. It's impossible to miss because they're in a cage and angry as hell. Free cage chickens, they're a cluck and steal. You gonna do this one?
Yeah. Don't forget about all thong sandals. Now you can have a piece of plastic between every toe. Keep those piggies away from each other, in style.
Next up is that little guy on top of your bowling... Wait, next up. Next up, comma.
Hey, look, it's one of those guys that corrects people's grammar.
Next up is that little guy on the top of your bowling trophy getting lonely. Get him a trophy wife. A wife for the guy on top of your trophy. Trophy wives. Now he's winning at bowling and life. Can I do this one?
We're also sponsored by the Book Club of the Month Club.
What?
It's not my show. Had enough of Debbie saying she's just like Madame Bovary? Conquer on the head with this Book of the Month Club.
Next up, the English... What?
I
You
just
get it?
got
You
it.
just got it? We missed that about you here.
Yeah.
Because you would do the entire show, and then one of the writers would get it right at the end.
Yeah. Ah!
Next up, the English to Portuguese to Dutch translator. Don't speak Portuguese or Dutch, but want to know how a Dutch person would translate English phrases after hearing them in Portuguese? Then this is the app for you. Be warned, if you want to know how to say things in Dutch, this is not the app for you. This is just for finding out how certain phrases sound after they've been translated into Portuguese and then into Dutch. To be clear, this app takes your phrase, translates it into Portuguese, keeps that part a secret, takes that translation and translates it into Dutch. The English to Portuguese to Dutch translator. It's het Duits niet machine. Have you ever had an applause break?
Suck it in, Seth. Suck it in.
Also on Lucky Charms cereal, black cats, red ladders, silver broken mirrors, and blue 13s. Frosted on Lucky Charms. They magically will kill you. Next up, Solo Athletic Cups. Solo's branching out. Now Solo Cups can support you both while you're getting drunk and while you're getting tackled. Solo Athletic Cups, available in regular and Paul Ryan. And we want to pull one of the classics out. And all the times we did bad sponsors when Michelle was here, this is your favorite one. So we're going to let you do it one last time.
Tampon! Finally, a tampon you can shoot like a harpoon! I love this one. It's the time of the month for adventure. Tampoons! There she blows!
That's it for our bad sponsors. Here are some of the good ones.